Hi, it's Emma again. Welcome to the third episode of our Clockwork Christmas mini-series. Throughout December, I've been taking you through the whole job seeking process. So if you're looking for a new job in the new year, this is the place for you to be. Today, I'm joined by Natasha. Hello. She is our MD and our Director of Recruitment at clockworkTalent. And we're going to be picking her brains about starting a new job and prepping for it, basically. So let's jump straight in.
Go for it.
What is the best way to negotiate a salary?
So to negotiate a salary, normally you would start right at the beginning. You don't want to get to an offer stage and suddenly come out with a big number. You want to manage people's expectations from the beginning. So if you're working with a recruiter, make sure the recruiter is aware of what you're hoping to achieve. Make sure you're realistic, and they'll be passing that down the chain. So the hiring manager, the HR people, they'll all be very well aware before the offer is given. There's nothing worse than just suddenly it all coming out as a surprise at the end. So right back at the beginning, when you first talk about the job, make sure they know what you're looking for.
And what about negotiating job titles for a new job?
So be aware, sometimes job titles, they're set in stone, whether it's a corporation or even a small company, they've got very clear guidelines of what the job titles will be. But if there's something right in the beginning that you look at and you think that's not quite right, or it could be something more improved, and the job title is really important to you, then raise it, by all means, have that discussion. But also be aware that job titles, they mean everything and nothing. Job titles can feel very important, but most companies, they're not looking for somebody who's precious about job titles. So just really look at the job responsibilities. That's what's important.
Okay. And what's your top tip for leaving a job?
So resigning from the job. When you go back to the office after you, make sure you get the offer in writing, by the way. Don't resign before you've got an offer in writing. But when you go back and you make that resignation, you actually want to be really professional about it. You want to leave everyone happy, good relations. It's such an incestuous industry. Everybody does know everybody. So you want to just make sure you do it in a really professional way.
Okay. So once you have resigned and you are waiting to start your new job, if you've got some time off, what's the best way to spend that time?
Okay, so you know when you're going to start, you've finished working, you've got that time in between. You want to use that, yes, to take a break, we all do, but actually what you really want to do is just get all your domestic stuff done, get all your personal stuff, so whether it's the boiler being serviced, the car tyres being done, or the car service, or, I don't know, doing your tax return, or whatever it is. Get that all done so you start the new job really fresh and you can give your new job 150%. You want to go in all guns blazing and show them how good you are and not be distracted by that personal stuff.
So a lot of it's about being organised, I suppose, and telling people in advance and giving warning and
absolutely
getting things organised.
Get all your ducks in a row.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us this week. Next week is our last instalment of this video series before Christmas. And we'll be talking about fresh starts and probation periods. See you then.
Bye.